Have you got a child who struggles in math? Do they get down about it? Frustrated, annoyed, losing their confidence? Can math homework end in tears? You want an answer to this problem? Hi, I'm Andrew Hill, and today I want to show you how this breakthrough math program can start turning things right around for your child. CTCMath is private tuition in mathematics without the big price tag. Just about every student needs some help in math, and a lot of kids need help on a regular basis. Enter Pat Murray, the expert math teacher and brilliant communicator. You get Pat providing online math tuition for your child so they can learn independently. Pat explains things in an easy-to-understand way, and he does it quickly and effectively. You'll see how in just a moment. With this program, you'll be excited to see your child's results improve rapidly, and then see the positive impact on their attitude and their self-confidence. Wow! Originating from Australia and now widely used in the U.S. too, this program delivers on helping students, teachers, and parents, grandparents as well. Let's check it out. Your child logs in. Each course is split up into parts for easy management, and each part contains a number of different topics. Every topic has a comprehensive list of tutorials that your child can work through, either in the suggested sequence, or they might want to choose a lesson that they're having problems with at school. Time to see the program in action. Let's take a look at a lesson in fractions, and we'll pick a lesson traditionally most kids find really difficult, addition with different denominators.
Now in this lesson on fractions, we're going to look at addition with different denominators. Let's consider 2/3 plus 1/4. Okay, the 3 and the 4 on the bottom there, they're the denominators, they're different. So let's do a diagram firstly. The 2/3, let's split up our first hole into thirds, shade 2 of them. Okay, so 2/3 shaded. In a similar way, let's break this one up into 4s, shade in one of them. So 1/4 is shaded. Now we need to add those two parts there, okay? We're going to add them together somehow. Now what we do, the 3 and the 4, because the denominators are different, we need to think what number would 3 and 4 both divide into? Well, the number would be 12, okay? Both 3 and 4 divide into 12. So we're going to break up each of the shapes into 12 pieces. Now, because they are broken up into 12s, we're dealing with twelfths. So we're going to start moving from the right. Let's move it across. Okay, each piece across. And now we can see that once we've added them, we get 11 twelfths. Okay, we've got 11 pieces out of 12 shaded. So 11 twelfths is our answer. Now, let's go back to the diagram there, 2/3 plus 1/4. Let's see how we go without a diagram, okay? Let's see if we can do some working out. So 2/3 plus 1/4, again, we talked about what number does 3 and 4 both go into. We said 12. So we're going to be dealing with twelfths. So we're going to change each fraction to be over 12. Now, our first fraction there, 2/3, the bottom number 3, how do we change that to become 12? Well, we do by multiplying by 4. And if you multiply the bottom by 4, we multiply the top by 4 as well. Our second fraction, which was 1/4, had 4 as the denominator. So how do we change that 4 to a 12? We do by timesing by 3. Again, if we times the bottom by 3, let's times the top by 3 as well. So we've got 2 times 4, that's 8. And 1 times 3 is 3. So we've changed the fractions. We've changed the 2/3 and we've rewritten it as 8 twelfths. As you can see from the diagram, yes, 2/3 is the same as 8 twelfths. And the 1/4 we changed to be 3 twelfths. And again, our second diagram shows that as well. 1/4 is exactly the same as 3 twelfths. Now it's easy. If you've got 8 twelfths and you add another 3 twelfths, well, how many twelfths have you got? You've got 11 twelfths. Okay, and 11 twelfths matches up with our answer up the top there just as well. Okay, if it didn't match up, we'd be in real trouble.
What you've just seen and heard is what makes this program so much different to any other program, and the reason why it's so effective all across the world. Excellent, clear-spoken explanations with simple, concise diagrams. Kids are not only seeing the concepts unfold, but hearing it at the same time. The latest research shows, and it's no surprise, this double hit of seeing and hearing is vital. Your child can really focus in on what's being taught. Plus, there are no distractions. No kids yelling out in a busy classroom. No kids throwing things across the room. Checking out the video controls. Your child has the ability to pause, rewind, or fast forward the lesson. This ability to stop and rewind the teacher is very powerful. You see, in class, plenty of kids are too shy or embarrassed to put their hand up to ask a question when they don't understand something. Now, it shouldn't be that way, but unfortunately, for lots of kids, it is. And the result? They fall behind. They start thinking math is way too hard, and it's a giant blow to their self-confidence. So you can see why this type of learning, where that very real pressure is taken away from kids, is just so effective. They are in total control of the speed of the lesson. When the lesson is completed, there is an option to print a lesson summary. Excellent for keeping in a folder and reviewing later on. Then it's time to practice what they've just learned. The interactive questions are designed specifically to reinforce what they've just seen and heard. These give the kids immediate feedback on their level of understanding. The questions are graded in difficulty, starting first with easier types, and as the kid shows mastery at this level, the difficulty level is automatically adjusted. The kids benefit from a very positive and effective exercise. They can print out their results if they wish, put them in a folder, and it gives you a chance to give them a pat on the back. And because kids respond so well to encouragement, they can work towards certificates. These are designed so that the kids do need to earn them over a period of time. So when they do earn them, make a big deal about it. Praise them for their efforts. It's so important. A lot of the lessons also have worksheets designed specifically to reinforce what they've just learned from the tutorial. Let's just talk about the approach taken here. It's very deliberate. Pat encourages using the traditional pen and paper method to work out and answer the questions, rather than just always typing answers into the computer. Now, why does Pat do that? A critical skill overlooked in most other online programs is that your child needs to be able to set work out in clear, logical steps. You need to be able to show the marker you know what's going on. And this skill needs to be constantly worked on because it makes up a large section of all the important exams. Pat encourages students to set out their own solutions, like the way he shows in the lesson. Once they get an answer, they write it down in the worksheet and then look for their answer in the answer box. This is where all the answers are jumbled up and they have to find theirs. In this particular case, the letter B. These letters are used for entering results later on to be marked. They continue on to complete the exercise. It's fantastic when you see your child start producing this sort of work themselves. Once the worksheet is completed and corresponding answers have been found, time to enter them. It's simple. Type in the letters marked on the worksheet, press submit, and the answers are marked automatically. In this example, a score of 88%. A message here to try again. This is good. Any incorrect answers are highlighted to help identify what needs fixing. In this case, the answer to question 6 was wrong. Now here's another important step in the whole learning process. A chance to look back at their work and try to figure out what went wrong. Let's have a look at this case. Now the first part is fine. No problems there. Second part? Oh, that plus should have been a minus. So let's fix that up. That changes, and then that changes. Then the final answer is 12. They can then submit their corrected answer, and they would then get 100%. But let's say they weren't quite able to find out by themselves what went wrong. No problem. Simply look at the work solutions provided to see where the mistake was made. Now this is a fantastic feature. It's such a powerful learning tool and is only available after the worksheet has been attempted first. The nature of some topics, especially in the higher-end courses, do not lend themselves easily to multiple choice type answers. Proofs in geometry is a good example. In these cases, after completing the worksheet, your child views the work solutions with marking scheme to self-assess their level of achievement, entering a percentage mark themselves. Now, in recent times, the biggest obstacle stopping a lot of parents getting involved in helping their kids with math is the concern that it's taught differently now. It's not the same as it was when we were at school. Well, Pat Murray finally puts an end to that problem. You'll be able to see and understand how your kids are being taught. Great for grandparents, too. And Pat gets feedback all the time from surprised parents saying that they enjoy the lessons just as much as their kids do. Now, this all sounds fantastic, but the question's got to be asked. Can I afford it? Just to get an idea on the cost, tutors can charge from $40 an hour, and really good tutors will charge a lot more than that. So math tutoring can end up costing $1,800 or more per year, and that's just for one child. Gets a whole lot tougher if you've got a couple of kids or more who need help. When Pat Murray's math programs were first released in 2001, parents were spending $4,500 plus for the complete package on CD-ROM. But with the advent of the internet, the much lower cost of distribution, and because Pat has now so many students around the world, your child can be taught by Pat for less than $6 a week. A membership gives your child all the help they need, all lessons across all the year levels, no matter what grade they're in, which is so important because often kids need some help from earlier years. So they need to be able to do those lessons, also without any restriction. And the kids who are confident to try some more advanced work, they get a chance to get ahead if they like. There's more than 950 lessons, and always available at a convenient time to suit the family. And this works. Pat Murray, through his CD-ROM and internet programs, has been helping families for more than 16 years now, with literally thousands of testimonials and stories of success, where kids who were once struggling or failing are now passing their exams and getting top marks. But what pleases Pat the most is what will please you the most too. And it's when Pat hears from parents again and again about the amazing lift in their children's self-confidence and the big positive impact it has on their attitude and performance and other things as well. What's that worth? That's priceless. So take action today. Don't wait until it's too late, until it gets too hard. Your child's success in math is one thing you just can't afford to leave to chance.